Okay, this is on. Hello everybody. I recently read a book called The Spinach King, and I don't know. I just wanted to put down some of my thoughts about it because, well, I'm bored and I want to do this. So I'll go with my rating. I think I wrote down somewhere that I thought it was a 7 out of 10, or maybe an 8 point. Hold on, I'll be right back. I might cut this part out. Shit. Okay, hold on. I'm just gonna check. Yeah, okay. I put 7 out of 10. So yeah, it was a 7 out of 10. I understand it now. It's basically kind of like a narrative biography about Seabrook Farms, the company. They were I guess I'll give it a little synopsis. It's just like the uh the author, who is Jack Seabrook, is basically writing about his dad and his grandfather's spinach business. I'm understating it. It was like, okay, I need to gather my thoughts here. It's basically about a two generation spinach frozen food empire, and like it's chronicling its timeline and how it like rose and fall. And what you basically need to know is Charles F. Seabrook was the grandfather. He founded the business with his father, but it doesn't matter. And then you have James Seabrook, who is, the son of Charles Seabrook, and he takes over the spinach company, and then he like leads it for like a bit, and yeah, and then eventually you can read the book, you'll understand. I'll start off with it's pretty good. It is pretty good. It's well written, I'd say. How it's written, I think it's pretty entertaining. Like, I found myself wanting to read it, and I thought like, I was excited about what was going on with Seabrook and like the company. So I'll give you that. It is an interesting book, and it gives you a lot of insight into like that era of America, which is, it's a nice book. My only criticism really is that Jack Seabrook, not to be confused with his father Jack Seabrook or James Seabrook, but they're the same. But Jack Seabrook, the author, like throughout the book, he's talking about like he's like trying to like write about, the secret of Seabrook Farms, or like not like a secret almost, but like an underlying like sinister tale, or like something that like Jack, or sorry, James. I'm gonna just call James the father for now. James and Charles, like they did stuff behind the scenes, and it was really evil and all that. And then so like by the end of the book, you're reading and you're thinking to yourself, okay, what's this big secret? And it turns out they're just corrupt, which the audience already pieces together. That's not. As I read the chapter, I found myself thinking, that's it. He was corrupt. He took bribe, or he like set up corporations, and he took money from the city of Philadelphia, and then his father was the chairman or CEO of IU and had a Swiss bank account with money. Like, we know they're not that good of people. So I thought that whole section could have just not been there, or because another thing, he like interlays the story by telling us that these people, Charles and James, were business conglomerates, yes, but also bad people. Like, they were incredibly anti-Semitic and racist and stuff, and they took advantage of workers. And the author's uncle engaged in, he like ran over somebody during a strike, which is, really bad. But yeah, so by the time we read that last chapter where he unveils, I don't know why you put quotations up there, where he unveils his the family's supposed wrongdoings, it all seems pretty tame, because the wrongdoings are just them being corrupt and taking money that they don't have or that isn't theirs, which is like that's what you were hinting at the whole time about Seabrook Farms, or the Seabrook men being not who they were. We know that already. You spent the whole book telling us that they're not the people they are. The book is about the people they weren't. They weren't in front of journalists and all that. So that's my favorite. That's my only criticism, really, and that happens at the end of the book. Still, I would recommend you read it. Maybe not like. Actually, no. Yeah, no. It is a casual read. I'd say you don't have to understand too much. Some words I had to search up, but you know. But yeah, that's my review of The Spinach King by Jack Seabrook. I don't have the book. I returned it already, but if you found this interesting.